I love the distinction you took, Roy, about not having your face on the camera. That was such a powerful indicator for me of someone who felt very confident about staking a claim in his own sense of, this is how I'm going to do it. Don't care what people think. Don't care if it's, well, not so much don't care. I got the sense that it was, I don't mind if people don't like it. If people don't like it, that's their not liking it. But this is how I'm going to do it. I loved that. Oh, Roy, I did. That was just so powerful for me. And every conversation, like every blab I've been in where you've been around, or if it's been your blab, they've just been gold. So I'm just going to throw that out there. If you're not following Roy Montero, go follow him. Oh, yeah, I know, right? And someone else has just come into the room who is, well, I call it a room, brand new to Blab. And I'm trying to find who that is.
Oh, yeah, I just, yeah, because you get a little welcomey thing. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's Elise or Elisu or Mateus.
Yeah, women are worthy. Jump in. Yeah, seat is locked. Oh,
sorry, Roy. Jump on in. Sorry. Oh,
got it.
I'm just gonna grab Roy because I did invite him in, and I'm.
Yeah, for
sorry,
sure.
guys.
Hey, lady.
Roy's a man.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we
Sure
can.
can.
Oh, wonderful. I'll go ahead and invite my people in and see if anybody shows up. So
that's so kind of you.
I love this thing. So you can do that from the side chat once you're in the seats as well, just by typing in /notify. Just wanted to add that. Hey, they're changing the landscape here, and I love it. It's getting better and better. Do me a favor, ladies, up on the left-hand top side where you see the 48 and 11, click on that.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Oh, look at that.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Roy.
Hey, I tell you what, net friending has never been easier. Okay, maybe some of you call it networking, but I call it net friending because I don't want to work at helping to create a friendship between two or more people. If it includes me, that's awesome, but if it doesn't. Hey, thank you, Bron, for all the really nice words and thoughts that you shared, because I really don't get that enough. I get a lot of the other side of it. It's like, What are you hiding, Roy? What are you hiding? I'm hiding my negative self-talk. What? Stop.
I love it.
No, I tell you what. Zig Ziglar said it best. I put it in the side chat earlier. It's all about thinking. It's all about, and something that we need to do, which April mentioned, is surrounding ourselves with positive people, like-minded people, who will raise your positiveness, because it's not so much positive and negative as it is knowing what to think. Because I think the tide of the world and society, because especially when it comes to Madison Avenue, when I'm talking about marketing, when I'm talking about commercials, ads, we're bombarded with them all over the place. And then we have social media. So I tell you, it's very simple and easy to get negative with all the messages that we see in front of us every day. But if you, for me, it's all about environment. That's why I love Blab so much, because I know the right people to connect with. But better than that, I know the wrong people not to connect with. And that helps my negative self-talk to remain at a minimum. And I tell you what, ladies, if I ever feel some negative self-talk coming on, what I used to do was have a pity party and invite my friends. I don't do that anymore. No inviting the friends. Still have a pity party, but it's 2 nanoseconds. That's it. And I'm done. That's it. You just have to will yourself not to think negative or to have these oh wow, I'm so stupid for doing that again. Right? How many times do we say that to ourselves sometimes? We just listen. It's been said, and I agree. If we treated our friends like we treat ourselves, we wouldn't have any friends. I'm telling you.
Right.
And right now,
that's right.
my friend-education thing, mash word, right? That's what we're doing right here. These are friends. We're just educating each other. We're sharing. Because my experience is not the same as your experience with negative self-talk.
Exactly.
But when we share each other's stories, we go, oh my goodness, I didn't think of that, or I didn't have that perspective. And it allows us to not be tossed to and fro by the tide of the status quo and Madison Avenue and all these negative commercials that we know are not even negative. Because I believe in subliminal blank and blank, right? Subliminally, you can brainwash someone, and
Yeah,
that's the power of the mind and the brain, but we control it. So we need to know what to do. So I'll end
exactly.
with this, ladies. I always like to say, you don't know what you don't know. And,
I
and
say that all the
I
time.
love that because if you don't know what you don't know, Google's not going to help you
Exactly.
because you don't know what
Exactly.
to search for on Google. So here's what you need to do. You need to do what April said earlier, and you need to connect with people who do know what you don't know. Like you ladies. I mean, I immediately saw negative self-talk and that's it, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm clicking the
Yeah,
notify button and boom, bam,
yeah,
here I was.
yeah,
And thank you for
yeah.
allowing me to speak and share my 2 cents here. And once again, Bron, thank you so much for pouring into me. You just made my week. You just made my week. It's
Oh,
Sunday. It's the
oh,
first day of the week. You already made it. Thank you.
oh, I'm so glad,
Oh,
Roy. Just before you go, likewise, really, really, absolutely appreciate having your energy in here. And to me, that is about the vibrational resonance. There's I have a Aussie saying, it's a bit of pub talk, but I got a really good bullshit barometer.
Yeah, my BS meter's pretty good too. And today
Yeah,
I've honed it to detect within nanoseconds because
yeah,
I'm asking better questions, ladies, of the other people. Because I,
yeah,
I was the
mm.
shyest person for some time and I would not
yeah,
make
yeah.
first contact with people. Today, you cannot stop me from making first contact. If I think you're even worth knowing, I'm going to make it, make the
Yeah.
attempt to jump in. Thank you.
And Roy, that's
Oh,
what I
thank you for
love. Just as
coming, Roy.
sorry, but just as that's what I have held strong and admired the most about you since that first time I came across you on Blab, was that you held your ground so strongly, and that to me just spoke volumes about your sense of self-confidence and self-worth. So man, keep on doing it, because that just rocks my boat.
See, thank you, because
Mm.
just last night, okay, this is the craziest thing. Two people look at me perform, present,
Mhm,
be a
mhm,
guest, be a host, just sit here, just be Roy. Oh, wait, let's take that last thing. Two people see Roy, just be Roy.
mhm,
And one says exactly what you just said, Bron,
mhm.
confidence, all of this assurance kind of stuff. And the other person says, "Oh, what an egotistical son of a bee." What? I don't get it. Help! Why is that?
Perspective,
Oh,
isn't
it's
it? And it always comes from what that person's going through or what's reflecting towards them. It's
yeah.
just perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. And whether it comes from an abundance or a lack of. So my take on it
Yeah,
is the person who has the
yeah,
sense of attacking, they're coming from a lack of thinking, whereas someone who's going, oh man, look at that, that's awesome. Their cup's
yeah,
full, so they don't need to try and drain someone else's cup. It's
yeah,
cool to,
totally.
yeah, fill it up. Let's pump a bit more air in those tires, because giddy up, we can all go further together.
Well, okay. So for my own peace of mind, Kathleen, you just said perspective. So if
Yeah,
two people have different perspectives, almost opposite, opposing perspectives
Yep.
of
yeah.
how I just showed up for a minute or an hour,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't that mean that perception is not necessarily reality, but it could be? That per-
Oh,
Mm.
that perception is more or less your opinion of someone,
mhm.
and until it's an assumption, and we all know what happens when we assume without really knowing. So don't keep your assumption alive for too long. Ask them. If you
Inquire.
Mm.
assume someone is
Mm-hmm.
pulling your
Mm-hmm.
leg and lying or cheating or whatever, ask them straight out, are you lying or are you a liar? And then they'll tell you. And if they lie to you and say that, well, then you'll figure them out. But when people say to me perception is reality, I go and look for somebody else to talk to almost immediately because I already
Yeah.
know I'm in for a fight and I don't want to fight. I pick my battles. And so this is
But
one
Yeah.
it's
thing
also,
yeah, go ahead, Kathleen.
sorry, I was just going to say it's also an opportunity, I think, when other people's perceptions come into play, it's also an opportunity for us to see what it's reflecting in us, what we might have to look at or how we might have to see things, or whether we make the choice to buy into their stuff. We still need to do a bit of work around something that might be similar or the same. So I think it's also, when we're kind of presented with two different perspectives or a few different perspectives, it's kind of an opportunity as well